Franklin Institute, begun in 1825, the institute was an important force in the professionalization of American science and technology through the 19th century, beginning with early investigations into steam engines and water power. In addition to conducting scientific inquiry, it fostered research and education by running schools, publishing the influential Journal of the Franklin Institute, sponsoring exhibitions, and recognizing scientific advancement and invention with medals and awards. The Franklin Institute is a science museum and the center of science education and research in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It is named after the American scientist and statesman Benjamin Franklin. It houses the Benjamin Franklin National Memorial. Founded in 1824, the Franklin Institute is one of the oldest centers of science education and development in the United States. Its chief astronomer is Derek Pitts. Amtrak Penn Station, 30th Street Station, officially William H. Gray 3 30th Street Station, is a major intermodal transit station in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It is Metropolitan Philadelphia's main railroad station and a major stop on Amtrak's Northeast and Keystone corridors. The station is also a major commuter rail station served by all SEPTA regional rail lines and is the western terminus for NJ Transit's Atlantic City Line. The station is also served by several SEPTA city and suburban buses and by NJ Transit, Amtrak Thruway, and intercity operators. The station, which served more than 4 million intercity rail passengers in 2018, is Amtrak's third busiest, after Penn Station in Manhattan and Union Station in Washington, D.C., and the 12th busiest train station in North America. Independence Hall is a historic civic building in Philadelphia, where both the United States Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution were debated and adopted by America's founding fathers. The structure forms the centerpiece of the Independence National Historical Park and has been designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The building was completed in 1753 as the Pennsylvania State House and served as the capital for the province and Commonwealth of Pennsylvania until the state capital moved to Lancaster in 1799. It was the principal meeting place of the Second Continental Congress from 1775 to 1781 and was the site of the Constitutional Convention in the summer of 1787. A convention held in Independence Hall in 1915, presided over by former U.S. President William Howard Taft, marked the formal announcement of the formation of the League to Enforce Peace, which led to the League of Nations in 1920 and the United Nations, a quarter-century later. With a view further to develop the resources of the Union, increase the national independence, call forth the ingenuity and industry of the people, and thereby increase the comforts of the community at large. Other important buildings and sites in the historical area include Carpenter's Hall, Old City Hall, Congress Hall, Independence National Park, Liberty Bell, and Pennsylvania Hall. Philadelphia City Hall is the seat of the municipal government of the city of Philadelphia. Built in the ornate Second Empire style, City Hall houses the chambers of the Philadelphia City Council and the offices of the Mayor of Philadelphia. It is also a courthouse, serving as the seat of the 1st Judicial District of Pennsylvania, and houses the Civil Trial and Orphans Court divisions of the Court of Common Pleas of Philadelphia County. Built of brick, white marble, and limestone, Philadelphia City Hall is the world's largest freestanding masonry building and was the world's tallest habitable building upon its completion in 1894. In 1976, it was designated a National Historic Landmark, and in 2006, was also named a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark by the American Society of Civil Engineers. Mural Arts Philadelphia is a nonprofit organization that supports the creation of public murals in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Founded in 1986 as Mural Arts Program, the organization was renamed in 2016. Having ushered more than 3,000 murals into being, it calls itself the nation's largest public art program. As of 2022, the organization says it runs 50 to 100 public art projects each year. It also works to maintain existing murals. The program was founded under the direction of the local artist Jane Golden, as part of the Philadelphia Anti-Graffiti Network, with to facilitate collaboration between professional artists and prosecuted graffiti writers to create new murals in the city. The program, which employs more than 300 artists at least part-time, is one of the largest employers of artists in Philadelphia. The program also hires more than 100 prosecuted graffiti writers every year and involves them in the creation of murals around Philadelphia. In 2006, the program employed 36 former graffiti artists as staff members on permanent payroll. It also works with community groups to educate and children in the arts and involve them in the creation of the murals, in 2006, it involved more than 300 children a year. The Mural Arts program is responsible for the creation of the largest mural in Philadelphia, at 600 feet, 180 meters, in length. Titled History of Immigration, it displays settlers of different ethnicities who settled in Philadelphia over time. The program has been criticized for supporting the criminalization of graffiti and for hiring non-Philadelphia artists. The Philadelphia Zoo, located in the Centennial District of Philadelphia on the west bank of the Schuylkill River, is the first true zoo in the United States. It was chartered by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania on March 21, 1859, but its opening was delayed by the Civil War until July 1, 1874. The zoo opened with 1,000 animals and an admission price of 25 cents. For a brief time, the zoo also housed animals brought to U.S. from safaris by the Smithsonian Institution, which had not yet built its national zoo. The Philadelphia Zoo is one of the premier zoos in the world for breeding animals that are difficult to breed in captivity. The zoo also works with many groups around the world to protect the natural habitats of the animals in their care. The zoo is 42 acres, 17 hectares, and the home of nearly 1,300 animals, many of which are rare and endangered. Special features include a children's petting zoo, a paddleboat lake, a rainforest-themed carousel, a ropes course, and many interactive and educational exhibits. Wikipedia. While living in Philadelphia, although I visited all the sites with my wife and kids, I never treated the city as I did cities that I traveled to. Only after moving to Albany in 1996 did I think of photographing the city. So that is what I did. Since I know the city very well, I would go to different areas specifically to photograph the areas as I would any city I traveled to. It was fun. This is part 2 of my Philadelphia trilogy.